What's going on, guys? It is a beautiful day this morning. Got up nice and early in lovely Mexico, paradise. Went to the beach at 6 a.m., watched the sunrise with the boys, went to get breakfast and a coffee, hit the gym, and it's only 10:20 in the morning. So it's lovely. I just thought I'd record this video and tell you how I actually made my first $10,000 online, because I know there's a lot of people out there that are trying to make their online money and they're struggling. They don't know what to do, how to do it. Like, they want to go online and travel the world and live this life that they desire. And I just thought I'd like share my story and educate a little bit, because I've been traveling for the last 2 years. Started off in Thailand, then I went to Hungary, then I went to Brazil, and then now I'm in Mexico. So I tend to spend around 6 months in each place. But anyway, it took me a while to make my first 10 grand. Okay. It is hard and there's a lot of struggle. So you just have to go through with it. I actually started off 3 years ago and I bought an SMMA mentorship, like teaching you how to create ads basically for businesses. And I bought that for $5,000 and I did not try hard enough. So that was my first mistake. But then around 2 years ago, I bought another mentorship, and that was a fitness coaching mentorship. So, like, teaching, they basically taught me how to become an online fitness coach. I only did it because I wanted to make money. I I was not qualified as a fitness coach, so yeah, that's not great. But anyway, I started off there, right? So I spent around 9 grand on that mentorship, and that with that mentorship is when I started to make my first bit of money. Okay, so I bought that in May 2024. I got some numbers here as well to like keep track of how much money I made, but that's when I started making my first money online. I actually made my first money online. It was $97, and I basically sold a, what was it, a meal plan and a workout plan to one of my friends, and he bought that, and that was like a 30-day thing. So yeah, I was very happy with that. And then I actually signed my first client from a cold ad. So I started paying for ads, creating ads. I spent around $10 a day on ads, and I signed my first client, and he paid me $400 each month. Okay, so in June 2024, I made $497, and then the next month I made $400, and then actually he just disappeared and then stopped paying. Um, well, yeah, that's when I started making my first money. So that online fitness coaching thing, I literally signed like 3 or maybe 4 clients, and in the duration of around 9 months, I made $3,000. Okay, so nothing. In 9 months, I made $3,000, which is pretty bad. Okay, so you can imagine how hard it was. But halfway through that, I actually moved to Thailand. I was like, I'll just try and figure it out, and that's when I started traveling. Um, but yeah, so 9 months later, it's now February 2025, and I've only made 3 grand. I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. So I thought I'd become a high ticket sales closer, so like a sales closer for a company, and that's what I do now still. From around, I believe, February is when I started, and I got into my first offer. So between February and June, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. I don't think I got paid for the last month. So let's say in 4 months, I made $4,200 with that. Okay, so much better than 3 grand in 9 months, but still basically nothing. Because what, I made like a grand a month. So at this point, in about a year, I've made 7 grand. Okay, so that's the reality of like making money online. It's not everyone just makes 10 grand in their first month. It's not that easy. Okay, it is very very hard. Um, but if I could do it differently, I could make way more in way less amount of time. Okay, so it's like basically, what is it? Trial and error, right? And make sure you buy it from the right people and from you have the right mentors. Because I've made mistakes investing into the wrong mentors who did not help me. They just wanted my money. Okay, so make sure you're paying and investing into the right mentors. But now we are in May 2025. Okay. So a year into making money online, and I've made 7 grand. Now, between June and September, I've made no money. I was actually just training. I invested into a sales mentorship, and I was like, okay, let me get good and then get onto an offer. And then I got into one of my first offers in September. I actually had other offers, but they were complete failures. So it was like completely new businesses, and it just didn't work out for them. But in September, I got into my new offer, and it was basically a massive scam. They scammed everyone, and they scammed me, so they didn't pay me, and they basically shut the whole thing down. So I did not get paid out with that. I did not get any money, but I did get onto another offer at the end of the month, and they paid me like $380 for September. And then in let's see, in October, I got into a different offer, and then I made 3.5K in a month, which that's the most amount of money I made at that point in a month. And that basically equals to 10 grand. Okay, so literally took me a year and a half of actually like putting in work and like actually focusing to make 10 grand. Okay. So what you hear online is like, oh, make 10 grand in a month, just like invest into this or whatever. Like it can happen. It can happen, but it's not like the norm, right? It's not like it's gonna happen and it's like there's a high chance it's gonna happen. Like if you make 10 grand in a month, you're in the top like 1%, right, of people who try and make it happen online. But it's hard. Like it's not as easy as people think. And honestly, just like find what works with you and what you actually want to do. I would highly recommend sales. It's just like people need sales. They're always gonna need sales. And you don't have to do the service delivery. You just get there. Like it's not easy. Let me tell you that. Like sales online is not easy. But you can make a lot of money by and you just get on calls and you collect cash and then that's it. That's what your job is, right? You don't have to do service delivery and you don't have to deal with people after they buy, right? You just like meet someone for the first time, they pay, and you never have to talk to them again, which is pretty crazy. Um, but do what you think is going to be best. Like for you, what's actually going to make you money, and like actually try. Because if you don't try, you like you just end up like me, like you 5 grand down, and you're like, why didn't I try? And you see other people who did the same program as you making multiple tens of thousands of dollars a month, right? And then you're like, shit, if I actually tried, I would be in a way different position now. Okay, so like try. Don't be scared. I would say just like burn the bridges behind you. Like jump in. Don't be afraid. Just like go for it. Because like worst case scenario is what? You do what you do now. Like you just go back to what you're doing now. My worst case scenario is most people's normal life. So it's like cool. But my best case is like so much more than what people experience. Um, So like, don't be afraid. Just get in there, make money online, so you can travel the world. You can go to Mexico, you can go to Brazil, Thailand, Hungary, like anywhere you want. Get with beautiful, beautiful woman. Okay, make more money than most people do. Just enjoy life, right? So if you're not in online money yet, get in it now. If you need help, just let me know. Leave a comment or whatever. But that's pretty much it. Like, subscribe, and if you need anything, you just let me know. Okay. Ciao, ciao.